What happens after the last breath? Does the self vanish into nothingness, or does it journey through realms beyond human understanding? Welcome, soul traveler, to the greatest mystery of all. Today, we explore one of the most profound texts in Tibetan Buddhism, the Bardo Thodol, known in the West as the Tibetan Book of the Dead. Imagine a guide that walks with you through the most mysterious moments of existence. This is the role of the Bardo Thodol. It's not just a manual about death, it's a spiritual map for what happens after we take our final breath. Together, we'll cross this threshold, unravel its teachings, and perhaps gain a deeper understanding of what it means to exist. The origins of the Bardo Thodol. The Bardo Thodol was created by Padmasambhava, a legendary figure in Tibetan Buddhism. Born in India, he is credited with bringing Buddhism to Tibet in the 8th century. Known as Guru Rinpoche, or Precious Master, Padmasambhava was more than a monk, he was a mystic, a yogi, and a master of esoteric teaching. The Bardo Thodol emerged from his desire to guide not only the living but also the dead, offering a path to liberation even after death. From a young age, Padmasambhava displayed extraordinary spiritual abilities, earning the title of Mahasiddha, a being who has achieved the highest levels of spiritual realization. He was invited to Tibet by King Trisong Detsen, who sought to unify the country under Buddhism. At the time, Tibet was deeply rooted in shamanic and animist traditions, particularly the Bon religion. Padmasambhava faced resistance from local deities and spirits but used his mastery of tantric rituals to integrate these forces into Tibetan Buddhism. He founded Tibet's first Buddhist monastery, Samye, and began teaching about the mind, reality, and the cycle of existence known as samsara. Padmasambhava understood that death is not an end but a transition, a moment of potential liberation. He saw that the mind, freed from the body, becomes more receptive to ultimate truth. However, most people, unprepared and lost in fear, miss this opportunity. The Bardo Thodol was his gift to humanity, a guide to help the dying and the living navigate the bardos, the transitional states after death. The 3 stages of the Bardo Thodol. The Bardo Thodol outlines 3 main stages, or bardos, that every soul passes through after death. The Chikhai Bardo, the moment of death. The Chikhai Bardo is the first stage, where the soul experiences the moment of death. The physical body dissolves and consciousness is freed from material limitation. At this point, the soul encounters the primordial clear light, a dazzling, pure radiance that represents the absolute nature of the mind. This is a state of unconditional consciousness, free from duality, fear, or attachment. For the prepared soul, this is the moment of liberation. Recognizing the clear light as their true nature, they can attain nirvana and bypass the other bardo. However, for those unprepared, the intensity of the light can be terrifying. Fear and attachment cause the soul to retreat, missing the chance for liberation and moving into the next stage. The Chönyid Bardo, the Bardo of visions. In the Chönyid Bardo, the soul enters a realm of mental projection. Stripped of the physical body, the mind creates vivid, dreamlike visions that reflect its emotional and karmic state. These visions come in 2 forms, peaceful and wrathful. The peaceful visions are serene, often appearing as enlightened beings or deities of light. They represent the positive qualities cultivated by the soul. However, if the soul cannot recognize these visions as part of its own mind, it moves on to the wrathful visions, intense, frightening manifestations of anger, fear, and repressed desire. These are not external entities but reflections of the soul's own unresolved emotion. The Chönyid Bardo is a test of awareness. If the soul can recognize these visions as empty and illusory, it can dissolve fear and move closer to liberation. The key is to focus on the clear light, the unchanging essence of the mind. The Sidpa Bardo, the Bardo of rebirth. The final stage, the Sidpa Bardo, is where the soul faces the choice of rebirth. Driven by karmic forces and unresolved desires, the soul is drawn toward a new body. This process is shaped by the soul's emotional tendencies and past action. The Sidpa Bardo offers one last chance for liberation. If the soul can maintain detachment and recognize the visions as empty, it can avoid rebirth and merge with the clear light. However, most souls, driven by fear and attachment, are pulled into a new cycle of existence. Preparing for the journey. The Bardo Thodol is not just a guide for the dead, it's a tool for the living. By practicing meditation, self-reflection, and detachment, we can prepare for the bardos and increase our chances of liberation. The text reminds us that life and death are interconnected, and the choices we make now shape our destiny beyond the grave. Final thoughts. The Bardo Thodol is more than a religious text, it's a mirror for the mind and a map for the soul. It teaches us that death is not an end but a transition, a portal to new beginning. As Ram Dass once said, when we die, the only question that matters is, how much did you love? By contemplating these teachings, we can prepare not only for death but also for life. Are we ready to let go of everything we believe we are? Are we prepared to face the unknown? Perhaps by exploring these mysteries, we can learn to live more fully and die without fear. If this journey into the unknown resonated with you, share your thoughts in the comments. What intrigues you most about life after death? Together, we can explore the greatest mysteries of existence. Thank you for watching.